Hi, scholars. This is Miss C, and I am so happy to see you today. We will be practicing fluency during this lesson.
Fluency.
Go ahead and put your thinking cap on. Ready? We have 2 new learning targets for today. Please follow along with me as I read them. Our first learning target says, I can identify the correct homophone, one versus one, based on meaning and context. Our second learning target says, I can read a text fluently, smoothly, with expression and meaning, rereading and self-correcting when necessary.
Transition song.
Can you tell the difference, the difference, the difference? Can you tell the difference when 2 words sound the same?
Word work.
Listen carefully while I read this sentence aloud. There are 2 words that sound exactly the same but are spelled differently. Listen carefully for those words. Ready? Her team won the game in less than 1 hour. What words did you hear that sound exactly the same? If you guess 1 and 1, you are correct. You probably remember that words like these are called homophones. Homophones have the same sound but are spelled differently. What does this one mean? One spelled W-O-N means to win. An example is, she won a prize at the fair. What does this one mean? One spelled O-N-E is the number 1. Like in this sentence, I have 1 brother. We are going to take a look at the sentence and we are going to try to fill in the blanks with the correct one. So make sure you're looking at the context of the sentence and try to guess which one belongs in the blank. Ready? He blanked the race by blank minute. The first blank seems to be referring to a competition since it's about a race. Which one do you think belongs in the first blank? One spelled W-O-N belongs in the first blank because it is either going to be won or lost, and we know one is the homophone that we are working with. Let's take a look at the second blank. We know it has to be O-N-E because they are referring to a time, which is the number 1. Great work with those homophones. Go ahead and give yourself a silent celebration for all of your hard work.
Transition song.
Can you read this fluently, smoothly, with expression, please? Can you read it smoothly, with expression and with meaning?
Fluency.
I am going to read a part from my garden spot. Listen carefully to how I read it. Maybe we can grow some vegetables next in the sunflower, and Dad stopped saying, let's see how we do with just 2. Then we'll decide if we can handle any more plants in our wonderful little apartment garden, said Dad with a smile. Did I sound like I was reading smoothly? With expression or with meaning? At just the right speed? No, that was not reading with fluency at all. Let me try that again. Maybe we can grow some vegetables next, and a sunflower. And, Dad stopped Sam, let's see how we do with just 2. Then we'll decide if we can handle any more plants in our wonderful little apartment garden, said Dad with a smile. I think that was much better. Did you hear how I added expression and meaning by paying attention to punctuation? Did you notice that my speed was just right and I was much smoother? To read with fluency takes a lot of practice, but we are going to practice becoming fluent readers together. Let's finish reading the rest of the text as fluent readers. Good luck. Dad walked into the kitchen. He saw Sam scribbling on some paper. "What are you drawing, Sam?" asked Dad. "A sun chart," Sam replied. "We've been learning about gardens at school. I know it's impossible for us to have a garden because we don't have a yard. So I'm planting an indoor garden," Sam explained. "Plants need sun to grow, so I made this chart to keep track of when the sun shines through each window throughout the day. That way, I'll know the best place to put the garden." Sam showed Dad the chart. "It looks like the kitchen will be the best spot. It gets sunshine in the morning and afternoon, and it faces south, which means it gets bright sunlight," said Dad. Sam and Dad went to the local garden center to buy some plants, plant food, a watering can, and potting soil. They chose a lavender plant with little purple flowers and a spider plant with long, thin leaves. As soon as they got home, Sam carefully put the plants on the table next to the kitchen window. He filled the watering can and sprinkled them with water. He made sure they were sitting at the right angle so they would get plenty of sunshine. "Maybe we can grow some vegetables next, and a sunflower. And," Dad stopped Sam, "let's see how we do with just 2. Then we'll decide if we can handle any more plants in our wonderful little apartment garden," said Dad with a smile.
Closing reflection.
What does it look like or sound like to be a proficient reader? If you said reading smoothly with expression and meaning and at just the right speed, that's reading with fluency. Remember to practice what we did today when you are reading on your own. I challenge all of you to start your own indoor garden during this time. Keep practicing to be a fluent reader, and I can't wait to see you next time.